What can you expect from an aging narcissist? They will only live with very painful karma. Everyone, let us delve into the intricate world of narcissistic behavior, an age-old game that these individuals continue to play even as the sands of time sweep them into old age. The burning question often arises: do narcissists ever change their strategies as they grow older, or do they remain ensnared in the same manipulative web they've spun throughout their lives? The stark reality is that the mental games and emotional manipulations of elderly narcissists endure indefinitely. To them, life is an unending chessboard, and people are nothing more than pawns in a ceaseless game that persists until their last breath. However, with the passage of time, their once sharp tactics become stale, their antics wearisome, and those around them increasingly opt to steer clear of their toxic orbit. In simple terms, narcissists are emotionally stunted individuals whose dependency on external validation can morph into a pathological condition. As they advance in years, everything they've relied upon, be it their physical beauty, social allure, influential connections, or financial success, gradually slips through their grasp. Narcissists view aging as a perpetual battleground where victory forever eludes them. While many individuals, especially those beyond the age of 50, report heightened contentment with the passage of time, narcissists perceive aging as an unending conflict they can never hope to conquer. Despite a lifetime spent controlling and manipulating others, they come to a sobering realization: they are powerless in the face of this inexorable march of time. Let's pivot to the crucial role of the narcissist's health as they traverse the treacherous path of aging, for it significantly influences the efficacy of their manipulative endeavors. Should a narcissist maintain robust physical and mental well-being into their 60s, 70s, and beyond, their ability to sustain their Machiavellian performance remains intact. As long as they possess the means to sustain themselves, they persist in their quest to deceive the general populace and establish themselves as indispensable members of society. Nonetheless, the mask they wear as manipulative architects of their self-serving narratives starts to crumble when declining health prevents them from engaging in their preferred activities or jet-setting to their chosen destinations. Their deteriorating physical condition compounds their misery and, ironically, fuels their determination to inflict pain upon others. In this battle of narcissism and aging, the interplay of perplexity and burstiness unveils a captivating narrative of individuals trapped in their own web of self-delusion, perpetually chasing a victory that perpetually eludes their grasp, even as the clock relentlessly ticks on. As narcissists advance in age, the charming qualities that once made them alluring begin to wane, rendering them less appealing in every conceivable manner. Consequently, their ability to satisfy their insatiable craving for narcissistic supply, which involves garnering excessive admiration and praise from others, becomes an increasingly daunting endeavor. It's quite likely that many of these individuals have been discarded by partners who have moved on to new relationships. Moreover, a substantial number of their offspring, now grown and assertive, have learned to assert themselves and resist the manipulation and bullying tactics of their narcissistic parents. Their perplexing behavior finds no quarter among those in their orbit, who often possess more life experience and maturity. Due to their perpetual evasion of personal responsibility for any aspect of their lives, many narcissists find themselves ensnared in a web of misery, solitude, and embitterment. In addition to their interpersonal struggles, many aging narcissists grapple with financial woes. These individuals are notorious for extravagant spending habits, splurging on luxury items like designer attire and high-end automobiles to bolster their sense of superiority over others. Their inability to rein in their impulses often leads to indulgence in costly vices, resulting in the accumulation of staggering debts. This fiscal recklessness leaves them teetering on the precipice of financial ruin, potentially unable to secure their financial well-being in their twilight years. As narcissists progress into their later years, they metamorphose into heightened incarnations of their worst selves. This transformation manifests in amplified desperation, confusion, paranoia, anger, abuse, and estrangement from those around them. Faced with the erosion of their influence, they grow increasingly eager to find scapegoats, often resorting to public displays of bigotry, racism, and sexism as a means of deflecting attention from their own powerlessness. Their pursuit of scapegoats becomes an obsession as their grip on the world slips away, painting a complex picture of individuals desperately clinging to their delusions even as the sands of time mercilessly slip through their fingers. I once had the opportunity to observe a complex family dynamic dominated by narcissistic tendencies. In this family, the husband had engaged in an extramarital affair throughout the entirety of his marriage. The consequences of this affair were devastating, leading to a bitter divorce and, tragically, the wife's passing. In his later years, as he grappled with unfulfilled desires, he seemed fixated on reminiscing about his youthful days, a theme that often permeated our shared meals. Even years after these events, he remained tethered to the past, haunted by his memories. His sleep was troubled, marked by restless mutterings that betrayed the unresolved turmoil within him. Remarkably, both of his older children exhibited narcissistic traits and harbored resentment towards their father. Yet they maintained contact with him solely due to his generous financial support. They understood that upholding the facade of a united family was a prerequisite for securing their inheritance, which included several valuable properties. They reluctantly played their roles to secure their financial future. As their father's ability to care for himself diminished, he increasingly relied on his children for support. Eventually, he withdrew from the outside world, relinquishing control over his finances to them. The consequences of their actions unfolded gradually. The children utilized their father's funds to meet their own needs and indulge in various activities, gradually accumulating a substantial credit card debt in their father's name. When he passed away, his wealth had dwindled to a mere pittance. A discerning attorney concluded that this case constituted elder abuse. Paradoxically, without the assistance of his adult children, the victim might have faced the dire prospect of a narcissistic collapse. A narcissistic collapse is a harrowing phenomenon that can occur when the narcissist's primary source of ego-stroking vanishes, leaving them overwhelmed by feelings of victimization and defeat. As they approach this breaking point, the carefully constructed mask they wear begins to crumble, revealing the inner darkness that lurks beneath. If the narcissist resorts to lashing out at those around them, they risk becoming increasingly isolated. This is a distressing pattern that often manifests in elderly narcissists, providing a sobering spectacle for those who bear witness. In conclusion, this intricate family narrative underscores the complexities of narcissism, aging, and familial dynamics. It serves as a stark reminder of the potential consequences when narcissistic traits persist across generations, leaving a legacy of manipulation and financial turmoil. Witnessing the unraveling of a narcissistic collapse in the twilight years is a compelling but disheartening spectacle. We hope you found this insight valuable and encourage you to share your thoughts and experiences in the comments. If you'd like to stay updated, don't forget to subscribe and activate the notification bell for future content. Thank you for joining us today.